South African actress, author Gaynor Young makes her triumphant return after 20 years with Beauty and the Broken. That's a raw and intimate one-woman show. It's directed by Maralin Vanrenen. Of course, once soaring on the stage, Gaynor's life took a harrowing turn back in 1989. She survived an 18-story fall into an unguarded lift shaft. That forever changed her devastating injuries and permanent deafness. And so we're going to chat a little bit further to her, joining us now virtually to tell us a little bit more about her endeavor. Welcome, Gaynor. Good morning. Thank you for your time.
Hi, it's really wonderful to be here. Thank you for having me.
We're very excited to have you. And you obviously are back from your long hiatus. So tell us a little bit more about what this personal piece, means for you coming back, bigger, better, bolder.
Do you know what? I had no intention of coming back, but Maralin Vanrenen, my director, she was watching my mum's funeral, and at the end of my mum's funeral, I got up and I obviously spoke. And Maralin phoned me after the funeral and said, "Gaynor, you're going back on stage. We're going to use a certain bit from your mum's funeral in the piece. So get writing." And I then got writing, sent the script to Maralin. She then sent me back copies. And so between us, we actually got the script together. And then I came up to Johannesburg, and I've been rehearsing madly, trying to get everything learned. Well, do you know what? What is actually amazing about me is that in my fall, when I fell 80 meters, from the State Theatre stage, that fall caused my brain to actually be badly damaged, and as a result, I'm unable now to learn words. So I can look at a piece, and I will have no idea of what the exact words are as I used to, but I do know what the story is. So this is the thing with this show. I've got lots of wonderful stories which I will be telling.
Oh, thank you so much, Gaynor, for being so vulnerable and honest. It's obviously been your journey, and one, also questions the process of having to tell your story, revisiting that incident that changes your life. What was that like for you? I mean, even if we're looking at some of the most challenging parts, revisiting your past on stage, what came up for you?
No. You know what is very interesting is that I speak this time on going back to the State Theatre, and I've never ever managed to do it in rehearsal without breaking down. And Maralin, my director, has said to me, "It's okay, Gaynor, by the time we open, you will have got over these tears and you will be fine, okay?" But it is such an emotional thing. I never realized it would be that emotional, But going back to the State Theatre, that was an incredibly emotional time. And just talking about it in my performance, that is very emotional for me. But I think it's actually I think it's very interesting for an audience to watch, because it's the whole thing of me going back to where my life changed.
Well, Gaynor, it's about hope. It's about resilience. You've also had to shift and change your perspective and find the courage to continue, right? Can you tell us how that has also been reflected on in your journey?
Yeah. You know what? I was very gifted by having these incredible parents, this incredible family. And my family just stuck together and they pulled me through. And my mother was this incredible person. And she was a very determined woman. and her determination, I think, maybe rubbed off on me. And she would not allow me to lie in bed. She got me up and into therapy immediately. And so at that stage, I wasn't even hearing. I just knew when I was wheeled into physiotherapy, I thought, this is a physiotherapist. They're going to get me to walk again. And what she had to do was she had to teach me to sit up and then stand up and then walk. And it was all a very gradual process. And I had to go to speech therapy and all of that. And just
Thank you.
doing all of this, being a deaf person was just dreadful. And
Well-
it was only 15 years ago that I had my cochlear implants that made me able to hear.
Well, you're here now, you're chatting to us, and you're sharing your story as well. Thank you for being so vulnerable, Gaynor. Joining us, chatting about Beauty in the Broken, your production showcasing at the Theatre of the Square, and that's happening on the 29th of September. And we're wishing you all the best of luck as you return from your hiatus.